Welcome to the Rock of Gibraltar. Found at the southernmost tip of Europe, is a little piece of Britain in the Mediterranean.
We want to be British and we are proud to be British.
It's spread over just 2.5 square miles. But there's plenty of life in this extraordinary peninsula. It's home to 30,000 proud Gibraltarians.
Right, Gibraltar!
And visited by 6 million holidaymakers every year.
They're all the lucky ones coming in. The ones that go home I feel sorry for.
We're going to spend some time on this British enclave, living.
I can pronounce you husband and wife.
Working.
He's under arrest for possession.
And playing amongst the locals. We'll be living the high life, riding the high seas.
Yeah, any shark sightings?
And getting to the heart of Gibraltar.
I've got it made. I've been looking for this for 80-odd years.
And learning what makes life tick on this beautiful and bold land.
They say home's where the heart is, and my heart's certainly here.
When it gets to June in the UK, we're still trying to decide whether to take an umbrella out with us in the morning. Here in Gibraltar, affectionately known as Gib, they have umbrellas too. Big, bright beach ones.
They love the beach in the summer. That is where you'll find most people on the beaches, yeah.
Everybody's just enjoying the sunbathing. There's little parties going off. The families have got their own little spots and what have you. Yeah, everybody's just having a great time. Yeah, can't wait to join them.
Weather's absolutely fantastic when you're sat at the beach, soaking up the rays and loving it, then you can't complain.
And from June to September, many Gibraltarians have what's known as summer hours.
We finish work at 2:30 and the rest of the afternoon is yours and you don't start until tomorrow morning again.
Well, it's all right for some. With the majority of the Rock's 30,000 strong population hitting the beaches every day, it's a good job as a team of teenage lifeguards to keep them safe. On duty at Catalan Bay is 17-year-old Jesse McLaren.
I've lived here all my life, and I love this place. It's a safe place. It's such a small place. You can go anywhere walking. Like, I live at the very top end of Gibraltar, and I walk down every day to school, and it just takes me 20 minutes. So it's not like a UK where you got to get the tube, you got to get the bus. Here in Gibraltar, everything's near.
All right, no need to show off.
Don't go on the rocks, okay? It's dangerous, okay? And it's slippery, you can fall and hurt yourself. This is not a beach where we do that many rescues, but it is a beach where loads of children come. They do like to get on the rocks. We've got to tell them to get off, but that's mainly what we do here. Just be vigilant, make sure that nothing's happening, everyone's safe, everyone's having a good time, and just stand about and look good.
Well, it definitely beats a paper round.
Oh, yeah, we just tend to look at the girls, no?
I've got a girlfriend, so he can look at them, and I'll just pop them for him, tell him, and he can look. I'll just look to the water.
It may be more babe watch than bay watch, but showing too much flesh definitely isn't acceptable.
We've got a topless woman back there, and in this beach, you can't have topless women, so my job to do is to go tell her to put her top back on, so I want to go do it. Excuse me, sorry to interrupt, but you can't be topless in the beach. Thank you. Wasn't very nice, it was an old woman. Not very nice looking boobs anyway, but it's kind of embarrassing when you have to go up to a woman and tell her to put her top back on, but it is what I have to do, so that's what I'm here for.
Phew, disaster averted. But there's plenty of scope for real drama today. Gibraltar's 16-year-olds have just got their GCSE results.
Most of them will be drinking today, so it can be a very happy day for some, but maybe for us we'll have to go for a very dangerous rescue today, so it's quite a challenging day for me. I've woken up this morning ready to fight the power.
Passed! GCSE results.
results. We just got to see the results and we're so happy.
I did well, look, 7.
A-B-B. Yeah.
It's legal here for 16-year-olds to drink beer, wine and cider. And a beach full of teenagers are glugging litre bottles of the local tipple, Tinto Verano. Sounds exotic, but it's basically red wine and lemonade. It should be a recipe for disaster. But in Gibraltar, things aren't always what they seem.
It's such a small place. You do anything bad, everyone knows my dad, everyone knows my boss, everyone knows me. So you can't afford to misbehave or to do anything.
Jesse's trained and ready to deal with any crisis. But today, his life-saving skills clearly aren't needed. Unless...
We seem like we've had a problem. That boat's capsized there.
After alerting his fellow lifeguards, Jesse runs the entire length of the beach, just in time to make a rescue. It's okay, everyone. The boat's going to be fine.
Luckily, nothing major's happened, so we won the ball, so we got there in time, so it's good.
And the beach is safe again.
Well done, Jesse.
Bon, buddy.
This is one of the happiest days of my life.
At the end of Catalan Bay is the 4-star Caleta Hotel. It has the occasional non-paying guest, and it's one of Gibraltar's most popular wedding venues. This week it will play host to a wedding organised by Monica Coombe.
Hi, how you doing? We organise about 40 to 50 weddings per year, which is quite a lot for the size of Gibraltar. Yeah, in front, yeah. So it's obviously we're creating like an aisle effect. It definitely has something magical about it, something beautiful about it, and we do attract lots of people from all over the world.
Over half the weddings Monica plans are for overseas visitors looking for a ceremony in the sun.
Gibraltar's a lovely place, you know. I mean, it's warm. It's warm people, warm climate, and nice drinks, cheap. Okay.
Cheap drinks aside, Gib's also had its fair share of celebrity weddings.
It started off with John Lennon and Yoko Ono that got married in Gibraltar, and then Sean Connery as well. I think Sean Connery got married twice over here. You know, so he obviously liked it very much.
It's Friday, and Monica's at the airport to collect a couple planning to marry in 2 days.
Well, this couple booked about a year and a half ago. They wanted to get married in Gibraltar. They've got a group of 22 people coming over.
Monica has to help them get their marriage licence today, before the registry office closes for the weekend.
When you have a wedding, it's supposed to be a very important day of your life, and it's something very personal, and you don't want to muck it up for anybody.
But Monica's planning skills are about to be tested to the limit.
I don't really need this.
The plane's been diverted. If she can't get the couple to Gibraltar before the end of the day, they won't be getting married.
You're joking.
The Rock of Gibraltar is so unique in shape that it boasts its own microclimate. In summer, it's always hot, but it's not always sunny.
The big cloud that comes over the rock can make you think that it's going to be a really dull, coldish day, and then you step outside and you're dripping with sweat and it's sticky.
An easterly wind creates what Gibraltarians call the Levanta.
Oh, the Levanta is horrible. It's heavy, and it's just muggy, and it's just not nice. And it doesn't make the rock look pretty either, because it completely covers it.
I always say, we keep the rock, and the Spaniards can keep the Levanta.
Well, they say it sends a lot of people crazy as well. I don't know about that.
It's never affected us.
And occasionally it makes people crazy when the weather means planes can't land here. Today, because of the cloud and wind, flights have been diverted to Malaga, which is a huge problem for wedding planner Monica. who's here to collect a couple getting married on Sunday.
I don't really need this.
It's Friday and the registry office will be closing in 3 hours for the weekend. If they can't get their licence, they won't be getting married.
It's never happened to me before. I've been doing this for 5 years. I'm a warrior. You know, I'd like things to run smoothly, and it's not. Everything will be hunky-dory. Yeah, I hope so. Keeping my fingers crossed.
She's planning to organise a taxi transfer from Malaga until she gets a call from the airport.
Yeah? You're joking. Oh my God, but hold on a second. This is just a nightmare. So they're going to get on the plane again and they're going to fly down to Gibraltar? You're joking. Okay, thank you, darling. Bye. Bye-bye. Good news. The plane's landing in Gibraltar. They've actually landed in Malaga, and the pilot has called them back in and said that they were going to fly them to Gibraltar. So we have to go to the airport again. This is why I do it. I love the stress and I love the adrenaline. Let's go.
Monica's still got 2 hours before the registry office closes. Loads of time.
Jerry's just checking to see what time the flight's coming. It's coming at 3:20. So everything's looking good. Everything's looking great.
Relieved Monica stops for a cuppa.
I'm going to have a double whiskey. No, I'm going to have a coffee.
But as time ticks by, there's still no sign of the plane.
Wish I could get on the plane. I'm driving myself and...
And all Monica can do is wait. Next door to Gibraltar's runway, one of the shortest in the world, is Marina Bay, home to a selection of diving and dolphin boats. One of those is run by Tony Watkins, originally from the UK.
I was sat on the M25 and I remember like it was yesterday. I was stuck in traffic, fed up. Something in my head just went and I thought, no, there's more to life than this.
Sailing around Spain, he found himself in Gib, which is some of the best dive sites in the Med.
That was it. Someone said, stop the clock, and here I am.
He works with diving instructor Shane Athy. Shane also arrived here on his boat, and 6 years later, he's still living on it.
So I go diving during the day, spend 6 months in the Caribbean, 6 months in Gibraltar, and it's the life that I like. No responsibilities, only to the fish.
Tony and Shane work hard, but there's plenty of downtime. So these self-proclaimed jolly boys also like to stretch their mental muscles.
Yeah, well, the Jolly Boys club, so we get quite a lot of time to come up with schemes and plans.
That's technical drawing.
Very technical. It might not be exactly to scale.
Rubbish.
Yeah, no.
They've got several projects on the go. A cardboard boat.
Do you know there's quite a lot of paint come off the bottom?
It's your fault. You painted the bottom.
Torpedo cam to film dolphins underwater.
I reckon we've definitely got some footage of the dolphins here today. If we haven't, I'll put a dolphin suit on and jump in.
And kite cam to record aerial footage of the dolphins. Oh dear.
We've got a right couple of idiots working on this project.
Hopefully we'll see some progress over the next few weeks.
Well, Tony and Shane together are like a vaudeville act.
Oh, yeah, you lifted it. Yeah. What are you doing? Of course I'm lifting it.
Generally, the banter is based on them being as mean to each other as they possibly can be.
Nice knowing you.
It's usually based upon Tony's figure, should we say.
Well, he is fat.
Listen, you're nothing without me.
And Shane's shortness.
It is like looking after a small child because he is only little.
If you're sensitive, it's no good working in dive jars.
Don't, because I know you're going to do that. It's just so predictable.
You'll be out the door screaming in a week. Ready?
Occasionally, they actually make time for some diving.
I never wanted to be a diver. I always wanted to dance.
Gibraltar has at least 30 wrecks dotted around just 2 miles of coastline. Tony and Shane know them all, but for today, they've asked local historian Darren Farr to give them a new perspective.
I'm going to be talking to the guys that are actually going to be diving, give them a background on the wreck, take you back in time a little bit.
They're going down to 23 metres to see the SS Rosalind, a 3,500-ton steamer that sank here in 1916.
You'll be going down here on the stern.
So you want us to concentrate on the area in front of the boiler, really? Just have a look at the...
It'll give you a feel and an understanding of how the ship actually works.
Yeah. Let's get on with it then, shall we?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Good idea. Having an expert like Darren on the boat telling you about the wreck, it really is it's like a luxury very few people get to have. What else did you tell me I've got to say?
You smarmy bastard. That doesn't mean you're getting a pint off me later, eh?
The Rosalind was anchored in the bay when she got caught up in a storm.
What used to happen in those times, if you were just at anchor, you'd only have something called a donkey boiler. It's a small boiler, just gives you enough power to keep things ticking over. It's not worth having your two large main boilers going because you're wasting coal for nothing. So if a storm kicks up quickly and you can't stay off the rocks, you can't get the engines running in time to actually stop yourself from crashing, which is pretty much effectively what happened to the Rosalind.
Tugboats were able to save her crew, but the Rosalind still lies exactly where she went under, just outside the main harbour.
There must be some power around somewhere, if this is the boiler room. But that wouldn't have been where they stopped it, wouldn't it? Well, I think so.
You get in the water, it's like flying, you're free, it's quiet, and every time you get in there you see something different. It's exploration, really. There's always a chance of finding something that nobody else has seen and nobody else has got.
Hey, Shane, I can see the crankshaft. Yeah, it's quite impressive, isn't it? Yeah, good video in here. Behind that is a very big cargo helmet. Hey, Shane, it's bigger than you.
Fortunately, nobody was hurt when it did end up sinking. But, you know, you have a night of chaos when the ship ends up sinking below the sea. And then it becomes a dive site and starts becoming alive again with all the fish and inhabitants that take shelter there.
Okay. And step. There we go.
Yeah, brilliant. We saw exactly what you were talking about.
Oh, excellent.
Well, the boiler, well, I've never noticed it before, but the hole at the bottom, they used to shovel the coal in. Last time that was being used, I was in a bit of a panic.
I'm sure they were.
I saw this like great big fat black thing down there. I don't know what that was. A lot of air coming out the top of it.
What? I'm going to say to my daughter, but I have to bring up the
The bad weather's finally cleared, and planes can once again land in Gibraltar. But Monica's now got less than half an hour to get Australian sweethearts Ken and Chrissy to the registry office to get their marriage licence.
Chrissy? Oh, great! Right, Ken, hi! Come on, let's go. No, they're going to go to me now. Don't worry. Thank you, thank you. I owe you one. The airports have been fantastic.
Yeah, that's a good way.
Ken and Chrissy live in the UK, and wanted guaranteed sunshine on their big day.
Amazing, it's beautiful weather.
I can't believe how big the rock is, though.
Oh, really?
I was expecting it to be so big when we flew in.
Yeah.
They've got 22 relatives and friends arriving from Oz to see them tie the knot.
Michael, I'm in the car with them. We are on our way. But I'm in the car, you said 5:15, yeah?
But at this rate, it might be a wasted trip.
But I'm in it. Okay then, thank you. Can you cut that off, please?
The registry office have told Monica they've got to shut at 5 p.m.
I can't believe this. I really, really don't believe this.
And they arrive at 3 minutes past.
They own catastrophe. Yeah, I'm not even joking.
No paperwork, no wedding. Gibraltar. It's picturesque, it's warm, it's sunny. The perfect place for a wedding. But not for Ken and Chrissy.
They own catastrophe.
They were late getting to the registry office, and now they can't get married this weekend. Wedding planner Monica has to find a solution.
What about get somebody to do a blessing? It's a very beautiful blessing. It's like a ceremony, but without being official.
Can we do everything the same if we get him to, like, everything how we're
everything will be exactly the same.
Okay.
But instead of being an official thing, it will be a blessing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the next day it would be official.
Yeah, but that's the only option that I can give you for you to have a nice day.
Yeah.
You have a few minutes to think about it if you want to.
Yeah.
And then you tell me. I can.
Yeah. Okay.
There's the option. It's not really like it's either that or
we have to do that.
Or we could have no celebrant and then there's
I reckon
well,
do you reckon?
It's that or
yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
We've decided to have a blessing, so it's good. It's good.
But Gibraltar's a small place. Word gets round quickly here. There's always someone ready to help.
We're going to go back to the registry office because they've decided that they will entertain us.
So why did he change his mind?
Because when I was talking to all the other registrars, apparently we were outside looking and they've had a big discussion. There's always a solution to a problem,
yeah, that's true.
But once they've got their marriage licence, they've got to get to a lawyer's office to sign an affidavit. And they're about to close too.
Let's go. Sorry, no zebra crossings today. I can't believe this. The last bit, and then I can start breathing again.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And I think tonight we all deserve a good glass of wine or something.
Yeah.
You want to get married, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
Just beside here.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for hanging around.
Yes, thank you so much.
Dad, I told you, I promised. The nightmare's over. Everybody's put their act together and made it possible for them. It's just absolutely amazing. Really happy.
We looked calm, but we were pretty stressed out, actually. We were
sweating pretty hard.
Yeah, a bit worried. But, yeah, no, it's all good now.
Yeah. Experience. The scenic express tour of Gibraltar.
Yeah.
She's getting married.
I think the monkeys are great. They're a tourist attraction.
Monkeys, they are beautiful.
Oh, the monkeys, they're a pest. They're a nuisance.
The monkeys are part of Gibraltar. You know that saying goes that when the monkeys leave Gibraltar, Gibraltar go back to Spain.
You hear some poor wife shouting their head off and the monkey running away with the food. Or stealing some kids' crisps or whatever.
They like crisps.
Very nice. You want one? Can take it to England, eh?
Wherever there is an ape in Gibraltar, Gibraltar will be safe. That's what Winston Churchill said.
Gibraltar's macaques are the only wild monkeys in Europe. And whilst they're keeping the rock safe, one man is charged with keeping them safe. Dr. Eric Shaw. Originally from Cheshire, Eric was posted in Gib when he was in the military.
I suppose my first monkey encounter was when I was in the army, running up the rock and running past the monkeys and thinking, what are those furry things there? If someone had have told me then that I'd be doing the job I was doing now, obviously I would have told them, something wrong with you, you've been dropped on your head. The only thing that got dropped on his head was me, because here I am involved with them and I would not change it.
Eric runs the ape management team, delivering breakfast to our simian cousins 365 days a year.
The real reason why we're distributing the food is because the animals live on the rock itself and we're trying to hold them up the rock. Otherwise, being natural foragers, would forage over a very, very large area.
Frequently, they forage all the way down to the town. It's entertaining for the tourists, but Eric gets complaints from the shopkeepers.
If people didn't feed them, other people like tourists and tour operators didn't feed them, that'd be a lot better. The animals are okay. They're easy to look after. The human beings that cause the problems.
Eric's got 5 stops to make around the upper rock.
But it's a little misty this morning, so you're giving it a nice eerie atmosphere. There's more than one troop, you see. They're in troops. They've got different locations. It's a little bit like you live on the west side of the river and I live on the east side of the river. Monkeys are exactly the same.
After leaving the army, Eric returned to Gibraltar as a marine biologist and extended his expertise to the monkeys 13 years ago.
Eric Shaw is a lovely person. He looks very well after the monkeys, and I think he's another monkey himself.
Jolly nice chap. Could do with a bit of a haircut, though.
They understand us better than we understand them. They know we're going to arrive here. They know we're going to clean the place up. They know we're going to put food on the floor. So they're sitting ready and waiting for us. And then they'll try to destroy my car, which they always do. Don't turn around and tell me you love me. You don't. Watch these lot. What they're doing is they're trying to steal and pinch why they can, where they can. But the problem is if you let them get away with it, they're not happy with that. Like children, they pinch the first piece of chocolate, got away with that. Let's pinch another one, and another one, and another one, until they'd pinch everything at the end of the day if they could.
And they're very strong when he's tugging. Really is like a tug. If he wanted to rip this from my hand, he could do.
All right. Don't you start.
I suppose we need more people like Eric here helping the wildlife. I'm sure his hands are quite full.
They're well looked after, they're well fed, but I think personally there are too many of them, and I appeal to Eric to do something and cut down the ape population.
The male up there's pinched the baby. Not his baby, but he's borrowed the baby, basically to get in touch with this particular animal here. And all they're doing now is making up. They're friends, we're friends. And look, I got a baby to prove it. And now you've got that male there, this male here, this one thinking of coming down here, and they've got peace on earth down here, apart from I'm in the way.
So while Eric tries to keep things in order at the top of the rock, who's keeping order downtown?
The police are lovely. They're just like the old English coppers used to be, with their helmets and everything.
I think they do a wonderful job, especially when you've got all the teenagers like Jake all drunk in Casemate Square at the weekend.
They generally tend to take like the Bobby on the beat type of approach, a nice gently approach, which normally resolves most situations, I think.
Gibraltar has one of the lowest crime rates in the world. And that's thanks to dedicated PCs like Dylan Quigley.
For me personally, best job there is. Each day is different. My colleagues will normally call me Quigs, but outside in the street, many people refer to me as Mr. Quigley. It's an Irish surname. My father's side all from Yorkshire. And then he came over, met my mother, and since then he's been in Gibraltar. I think over 20 years now.
PC Quigley's been in the force for 7 years, and policing in such a small community has its challenges.
When I finish work tonight, the person I've arrested might be my neighbour.
There might not be a huge amount of serious crime here, but Quiggs is still pretty busy.
Tempo, or run away. The information we're on this side.
It's a fight at the moment going on.
This is Main Street, Gibraltar's busiest tourist area.
Que fui a la policía a reportarlo. Fui a la policía.
¿Está hablando conmigo?
Bueno, fui a la policía, lo reporté. Y los dos policías que estaban en la estación se lo pasaron por los huevos.
Richards had an argument with his brother.
My brother came and started punching me. Right? I didn't because I've been there for 5 months. I don't want to go up again. I can't walk.
He's claiming he's the victim, but it's not the first time he's been in trouble with the police. Richard's well known to PC Quigley.
The people I arrest during the course of my shift, I would say that 80% have been arrested in the past.
There's an independent witness who has seen him assaulting his brother. His brother wants to take action. We're getting details independent witness going to supply
Está aquí. Y mi madre con 90. Sí, no hace falta, yo voy contigo, no hace falta.
¿Tiene algo en tu bolsillo?
Yeah, got some volume.
Venga, let's go in the back of the van, anda.
Espérate, que tengo... Espérate. Police haven't done its duty, actually. It's been
Vale? Watch your head.
Watch your head.
Sit down, Richard, relax.
But as they try and get him into the van, Richard starts to get chest pains.
Your heart? Your heart?
2 days ago, yeah.
Wanna go to hospital? Go on, man. Control, Peter 6. Yeah, can I have Amber outside Newcastle Breathing Society regarding chest pain?
Yeah, controlled at the Sierra. You tell him to make it snappy.
Come on, mate. Richard.
Richard, sit up.
Richard, Dylan. Yeah? Wakey. All right? I'm breathing. Come on, don't put it on.
Knowing Richard as he does, Quiggs is sceptical, but he can't take any risks. The ambulance crew soon arrive, and they're pretty used to a call-out from a person under arrest.
We have to take every call as a genuine one. Some people are genuine and others are like, I want to come here, have a smoke and go back. Yeah? I don't want to go back, but yeah, you get the genuine ones and the ones that just want some time away from the cells.
So they're taking Richard to the hospital to get checked out. But when he's been treated, he still have to go to the station.
You've got to sympathise to a certain extent with them. That's the way I work. Once he's sober, like many other people we deal with, they're nice as pie.
And thanks to Gibraltar's British bobbies, it's business as usual in this busy tourist strip. Above town, the upper rock is also busy, with visitors from a cruise ship, here to see the monkeys and enjoy the view.
Tourist season has just started.
Gibraltar's what, 6 million visitors a year. There's 150 apes.
Over 200.
So 200 now?
There's about 200.
I have ventured up there in the past, and obviously you're told not to take colourful bags, or you're not supposed to feed them.
I mean, the amount of times I tell people, don't have food.
I was at the top of the rock once, and I heard a German tourist. They were having their kind of pocket pulled by a monkey, and the German tourist said, in English with a heavy German accent, "There is nothing in the bag." As if the monkey would understand it better in English.
However many tourists are in the way, Eric and his team still have to do their job.
Excuse me, madam?
The monkeys are very used to us humans staring at them, but it causes problems for Eric when tourists forget that they're wild animals.
It's not bad for the monkeys as long as they do it the way they're doing it now. You see, they've got a guide that's coming down with them at the present moment in time, and the guide's explaining to them what's happening and where it's happening. And because the guide's not interfering with the monkeys, the people who are with her won't interfere with the monkeys. But if the guide went up, like this gentleman here, and stroked one of the monkeys like that, that guy would stroke him, that woman would stroke him, and everybody would stroke him, because we're copiers. But if our guide doesn't interfere with the monkeys, we don't interfere with monkeys, and we do what this gentleman's done now, we put our hands in the pockets and keep ourselves to ourselves, and we just listen to what's going by. Don't you dare. Saw what you were going to do, don't you dare.
What age do they live to?
They live to 25 years of age, sir.
25?
25, yeah.
The oldest monkey on the rock is 23-year-old Mercedes. She's the only one Eric will let eat from the truck.
She's got arthritis and a lot of other things wrong with her. I would hate to pick her up and take her in to see the vet, because I'm sure that if the vet saw her, he would think it better to keep her and put her down than to send her out. But, you know, I see no reason why we should. You know, here she is, going through the food, filling her cheek pouches. She looks after herself. She's still doing okay. And your baby. That's okay. Let's load up and leave the tour people to their tours. Yeah.
So, that's around 200 monkeys fed, and all's well at the top of the rock.
At the end of the day, it's not just a job. What you're doing is you're looking after something here that you're going to be handing over eventually for people in the future. The monkeys have been here for 300 years of British rule. If in 300 years they're still here under British rule, I'd have played my little part in it, and that would make me very happy.
And speaking of happy, coming up,
Wedding day!
the big day arrives for Ken and Chrissy.
I can pronounce you husband and wife.
Earlier today, Police Constable Quigley arrested local Gibraltarian Richard. Richard collapsed in the police van with chest pain
Richard, sit up! Richard, Dylan!
and was taken off to hospital. PC Quigley's now on his way to pick him up.
Apparently, when he's gotten there and he's going to be seen by the doctor, he's refused, and he's obviously signed the officer's pocketbook acknowledging that he doesn't want to be seen by the doctor. So we're going to go pick him up and take him up to the station. Richard, ¿habíamos o no?
Puta, si me caigo me deje.
No, te voy a dejar, Richard. ¿Cuánto quieres que te deje, hombre?
Porque no quiero ver médico, yo primero no quiero ver médico.
A ver, pues te caes en la estación, no te vas a caer conmigo aquí.
Dame la muleta, dámela.
Vámonos.
At police headquarters, Quiggs hands Richard over to the custody team.
How do you feel? I feel but I don't care, to tell you the truth. I don't know. If I die, I had enough.
He's well known to us, and I say that because I've been on, as you can see, all of us on a first name basis with him, even the custody sergeant.
Mr. Lamagnos has alleged that you've had an argument with your brother, which has resulted in the two of you having had a fight.
Yes. The thing is,
Okay, hang on.
Can I explain you?
Hang on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to authorise that you be detained here so that the officer can interview you about that.
Yeah.
And then we'll take it from there. All right? Okay, so just sit there.
Let me to explain afterwards.
He'll let you explain everything that you need to explain, okay? We'll take it one stage at a time. Let's do your paperwork first. Okay, Richard? All right.
So PC Quigley leaves Richard in the capable hands of the custody sergeant, for today at least.
I think with Richard, it's when and where we're going to see him. Definitely the next couple of weeks, he'll be up to no good again.
And sure enough, after his brother dropped the charges, Richard was arrested again 2 weeks later for being drunk and disorderly.
I wouldn't do anything else. I'm proud of what I do. Every day is different, and I come to work to enjoy it and hopefully put a smile to everybody in my shift. That's the way I work.
Down at Catalan Bay, while the Gibraltarians enjoy some beach time again, the big day's arrived for tourists Ken and Chrissy.
Wedding day! Gonna get married in an hour.
Exciting.
My brother's tying my tie because I don't wear ties, and he's teaching me things. He just failed. Miserably failed.
Originally from Oz, but living in London, the couple wanted to get married by the sea in the sun, never guaranteed in the UK. So Monica planned their wedding here in Gib.
This is probably the 37th wedding this year. Hopefully the day will go really well compared to the other day that we had.
Monica's been fantastic. She's been so good. She's been putting the favours on the tables and she's been running around doing everything, and it's been so good.
How many strangers does it take to tie a tie? We're in trouble, people. We're in trouble.
A bit more hairspray. Yeah, hold it down.
I've had people from Las Vegas, from Brunei, from Singapore, from all over. I mean, you've got sunshine, it's British. Look at this. Can't ask for more, can you?
Ken and Chris's parents and friends have flown all the way from Oz to be here.
Unbelievable place. When you get here and you're blown away.
We'll create wonderful memories for them and for us.
Everything's coming together and everything is going at a nice pace, a nice relaxed pace. Not too fast because then you miss the moment, but I'm really, really happy.
I call upon these persons here present.
I call upon these persons here present.
To witness that I, Christine Anhart,
To witness that I, Ken David Anhart, do take thee, Christine Anhart, to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded husband.
With those words now said, I can pronounce you husband and wife.
That's been great. The day's been really good. It's gone really well. The weather's been amazing, except for the first day where it was a bit stressful. But other than that,
First day was stressful, but today's awesome.
yeah, it's worked out.
Yeah, we wouldn't change it for the world. We love Gibraltar and everything that it has to offer. It's been fantastic. I've loved every minute of it.
Take the photos now. I'll sign them later. You're welcome.
You can see by their faces they're just enjoying their big day.
Seeing Ken and Chrissy at the aisle, that you could tell that they were meant for each other, so they're cute. Gibraltar's like a hidden gem. Like I would have never have came to this place if it wasn't for Ken and Chrissy, and to actually see the beauty, it's just all perfect.
Could definitely be seeing myself back here in the future, hopefully for another wedding, because it's amazing.
We've done the job and they're having a wonderful time, and now it's dance, drink and be merry.
I always say Gibraltar's paradise.
Gib is the place to be. I wouldn't live anywhere else.
Yeah, I come out here for the same reason I stay here. This is home.
Next time, there's trouble at the top of the rock.
I'm going to do it over your shoulder, OK?
Eric Shaw's out to catch a monkey. Or not.
Oh, dear.
The weather turns nasty, causing mayhem at the airport.
The actual aircraft couldn't land.
Obviously, they're incompetent.
And the Jolly Boys are lost at sea.
Fog's never good. Things hide in fog.
We're back on the rock next week at the same time. Well, with a new member of the British royal family on its way, we take a look at the build-up to this special time for William and Kate. Baby Makes 3 is brand new this Thursday night at 8. And stay with us for new season CSI after a 5 News update.